Hey guys, Michael Marshawn here, back again for this part two of this series of goal setting. So, if you have not watched the first video, then you're not going to have a list. So, this video is going to be irrelevant to you. So, I want you to just go ahead and stop this video and go back and watch the first video. There's going to be a total of three parts in this video. This is part two. This will take you through the point where you have a written list of specific clarified goals. So everything that ends up on the list at the end of this video, if you follow the steps, will be a filtered list of goals that are specific to you. You can say, yes, this is the right goal. Yes, I'm doing it for the right reason. And yes, it's the right time for me to be pursuing this goal. So that is what you will get at the end of this video. And then part three, which will be coming in the following week, will be exactly how to track, how to systematize, and what you need to do to be successful in the long term with reaching your goals. So, jumping in here, step two. Like I said, if you have not watched the first video, then go ahead and pause this video and come back. Additionally, if you have not had at least 24 to 48 hours between writing your goals and starting this video, then I want you to pause this video and come back to it after you've had at least 24 hours. So the purpose of that is just that you have clear eyes, you have a fresh vision, you have kind of let the dust settle, everything's out of your head, and you're coming back to it with a fresh set of eyes. So now what you're going to be doing in step two is the very next step is writing down in one sentence why you want to be, do, or have whatever that thing is that you have listed. And you're going to do this for every single goal. So whether it's something you want to do, whether it's a possession you want to have, or whether it's something you want to become, you're going to write down why it's important to you, why you want to achieve it in one sentence. And if you can't clearly articulate that, then that is going to tell you that that's probably not a goal for you. Maybe it's the wrong time, maybe it's the wrong reason, but whatever it is, if you can't clearly articulate why, then you need to cross it off the list. And doing that on every single one will help us take the first step towards clarifying our list of goals. Step three, this is a little bit further. We're diving a step deeper and we're asking ourselves 5 questions about each goal. Again, this is only the goals that have been clarified and that we could write at least one sentence as to why. So now we're on to step three. Is it really my goal? Now, there can be great goals out there and it may not be your goal. I personally had lots of goals when I started this process that were not my goals. And I didn't even realize it till I got into the process and started clarifying everything. They were goals that, largely that my parents had put on me or my parents had placed as kind of expectations in some sense almost. So I was striving to achieve these goals based off a false sense of them being mine when they were never really goals that I wanted to achieve or goals that I felt would be best for me. But clarifying that, is it really my goal, is the first step. So if you can answer yes to that, then you move on to step two. If you answer no to any of these questions, then go ahead and just cross it off the list and go on to the next question. Is it morally right and fair to everyone involved? And essentially what this means is that you want to make sure there's balance. That's the whole purpose of everything we do here is balance. So if it is costing you too much in one of the other areas of your life, say your family, for example, if reaching any particular goal is causing you to lose time and sacrifice relationships, then it is out of balance and it's not fair and morally right for everyone involved. So that would be a yes or no. If you can answer yes, you go on to the third question. Is it consistent with my other goals? Similarly, if you have competing goals, then that's not balanced. We want balance in every area of our life. So if you have a physical goal of, I'll use myself, if I have a physical goal, which I do, of losing 40 more pounds, I've lost 20 pounds, I want to lose 40 more. If that goal is competing with a goal of, say, eating a hot dog, winning a hot dog eating contest. Now, I probably can't win a hot dog eating contest and lose 40 pounds, be working towards both of those because they're in conflict. So I'm going to have to pick which one is the right goal for me right now. Is it the hot dog eating contest or is it losing 40 pounds? So, is it consistent with your other goals? Yes, then move on to the next one. Can I commit myself to emotionally finishing this goal? That's important because time, energy, emotion, mental capacity, all these things are limited. Now, obviously, time is probably the most finite resource, but emotions are no different. So, if you can't commit yourself to emotionally finishing this goal, then you need to cross it off the list because it's not the right goal for you right now. And lastly, can I see myself reaching this goal? Now, that's like a visual exercise. You're going to close your eyes, you're going to look into the future, and can you see yourself standing on the proverbial podium holding up that trophy? If you can't see yourself at the finish line, then you need to cross it off the list also because you're not in a place right now where you need to be achieving or striving to achieve that goal. So if you've answered yes to all five of those questions, then you are good to go and you can go on to step four. And again, step four, similarly to the first two steps, this is only dealing with questions that are still on the list that have not been crossed out. If it's crossed out, we're not dealing with it anymore. That's for the future, maybe, but not for right now. So with this one, we're asking 7 questions of each of those goals on our list. So by now we've clarified why we want it. We've clarified that it is the right goal, that it is our goal, that it's morally fair, that we're emotionally available. We can see ourselves finishing it. So we've answered yes to all those questions. And anything left on the list is now going to go through this final process of filtering. Can you answer yes to at least one of these questions? You don't have to answer yes to all of them, just one question out of the 7. Will reaching my goal make me happier? And it's important here that you don't confuse pleasure with happiness. Now, pleasure is a momentary, temporary feeling versus happiness is a state of being. Will reaching this goal make me healthier? Physically healthier, mentally healthier, emotionally healthier? Will it do one of those things for me? Will reaching this goal make me more prosperous? Will reaching this goal win me more friends? Will reaching this goal give me more peace of mind? Will reaching this goal make me more secure? Will reaching this goal improve my relationship with others? Now, if you can answer yes to at least one of those questions, then congratulations, you have a goal that has been fully filtered and vetted and can now be put on your final list of goals. So, step 5 in setting a goal, congratulations if you have gotten this far. You have done more work on setting your goals and mapping out your future and your legacy than 97% of the people will ever do. So, that is something to be congratulated about, and that is an amazing step in the right direction. So, step 5 is going to be taking that list that you have made and basically, what we're going to go through and do is define whether it is a short, an intermediate, or a long range goal. And essentially, what we're doing is saying, is this goal going to take me a month or less to do? If it is, yes, then it's a short term goal. If it's kind of like, it's going to take me longer than a month, but I can probably get it done within a year, then that's an intermediate goal. And if it's like, oh no, this is definitely like longer than a year, it may be a couple years, maybe it's, 18 months, whatever it is. But if it's longer than 12 months, then that's a long range goal. And all we're doing for step 5 is going through each one of those goals that we have left and writing down, is it a short-term goal? Is it an intermediate goal? Is it a long-range goal? And again, less than a month is short-term, 1 month to 12 months is intermediate, and more than 12 months is long-term. And what we're doing in the third installment of this video is selecting the goals that we're going to start actively working on. And I'm going to give you guys some tools on how to do that. How to track them, how to be successful, whether you're using the performance planner or not. If you've liked the content this far and you want to really keep yourself accountable and give yourself the best chance of success, then I would recommend going and getting the performance planner. It is by far the best tool that I've personally used, and I've tried a lot of different goal setting methods, techniques, and this is by far the most comprehensive. So get the performance planner. It's a Ziglar Performance Planner, and that will be able to walk you through. And then you can follow along step by step in the performance planner as we go through the last 4 steps in the next video. But again, congratulations, guys. If you have made it this far, then you have done something 97% of people will never ever do. And there's no way that you're going to come out of this the same person as when you went into it. So congratulate yourselves, give yourself a pat on the back, and get ready for the next video. And I will see you next Friday, ready to get those goals into action.